Hello, everyone. Dangerous Freedom here. Thought I'd do an impromptu Tuesday afternoon stream. Just run down some headlines that we got going on over here in my state, and maybe once I get a few people on here, we can do some random chit chat amongst each other. So, let's see here. Well, apparently they're still testing out those self-driving cars out here, which is odd because I thought our governor shut that whole program down after that one biker got ran over. So I don't know. Apparently not, because they're still doing it in Chandler. What's up, Yankee? Hey, Joe, Benjamin. Good to see y'all. Let me just say, it is a beautiful day out here. 74 degrees. Man, I love wintertime. Oh, they started the Michigan audit now. Unknown Challenger actually, when they were doing the Arizona audit, they came up with like 312,000 ballots that were miscounted, I guess would be the term. I think that's what they said, miscounted or falsely counted or something like that. Hey, Deb, what's up? Anyway, some crazy stuff going in here. I guess the other day we had a cop that he was trying to book a suspect into the jail, and when you book them into the jail, you got to take their handcuffs off when you put them in the cell. Apparently, the guy turned around, beat the living crap out of this guy to the point he ended up succumbing to his injuries. So, and then what he did, check this out, is after he beat the cop, he took one of the cruisers and headed out. They caught up with him a few hours later and took him back into custody, but not before he did his damage. So, too bad. It sucks. Cop or not, nobody wants to see death. Nobody deserves death. Well, shouldn't say nobody, but we don't promote anything violent or illegal, unlawful, or anything like that here. What's up, Larry? Hey, John Boy, Tennessee Red Runner. Good to see you this afternoon. I'm not sure what they're doing next door, man, but they have torn down several of their trees. They repainted the house. So I don't know if they sold it and the park is renovating it, or if the homeowner is renovating it so they can sell it for more money. I'm not sure what's going on, but all I know is as long as they don't mess with my property, I don't care. Yeah, known challenger. I do this once in a blue moon. Today was just one of those days. Like I said, I was out driving around, dropping some stuff off, picking some stuff up, and beautiful day. Absolutely beautiful. Look at, I'm not even in a tank top today. I'm in my good old 3% gear. But, wow, Deb. Killing 4 people. What the hell? That ain't right. What's up, old reliable? Best life, Dawn Light. Hell, I'm just barely catching up on the guy down in Florida that went in there with a baseball bat and killed a few people. Killed 3 of them, I think. I mean, that's how far behind the curve I am on some of this news. No. I've actually got long sleeve shirts and everything. I mean, it's 74 now. At night, though, we get down in the 60s. I love it. I just crack open windows, turn the air off, and let it roll. Let it roll. Let it ride. Luciano, good to see you. All right, so let's see. I covered the self-driving thing. Yeah, I saw that, Don. I did watch that today. Yeah. Yep, she was strangled, but that's all he could say, because people were asking what, like, were there other bruises, like, has this been an ongoing abuse thing? And like, look, all I can give is the cause of death and the reason. So it was strangulation, and yes, it's a homicide. So I really hope they catch that asshole. Yep, put him on trial. Good luck. Yeah, good luck to him. If he's not dead in a ditch somewhere, I mean, if somebody else finds him first, they might say, screw the reward. Well, or maybe put a bullet in him and then say, hey, I found him. Oh, no, he's dead. I just shot him. No, he came at me, man. He was coming right at me. Where's my 50 grand? Oh, yeah, definitely premeditated. Luciano, I believe I heard about that. Yeah, it's messed up, man. Accidentally. Yeah. What was it supposed to be, the flu shot? Well, whatever. Got to be careful what I say on this channel. Yeah, Don. I think with enough investigation that yeah, they're gonna uncover that his parents were definitely involved. I mean, they covered for him. Just, yeah, too much shady stuff. Yep, I'm here before dark. Let's see. I'm going into some more headlines here. All right, so apparently, one of our Arizona senators, Christine Sinema, is being harassed and harangued by protesters because she refuses to toe the Democrat line. Like, she's against ending the filibuster. She's against the spending budget, and she's not the only one. Thank God. I mean, So I mean, not all Democrats are just left wing radicals. You know what I mean? So kind of gives you a little bit of hope. And then she was supposed to run in that Boston Marathon, and apparently, because she's a marathon runner, and her foot was injured, so she was not able to run. But they still traveled by planes and by car to get out there to harangue her, and she wasn't even there. So good. Waste your money, you idiots. Well, then again, it's probably not even their money. It's probably their sponsors' money. What's up, Huckleberry? Hey, what's up, Tally? Cherokee? What's up, Billy? Yeah, there we go. Now, Billy, they're always throwing crap like that in there, but one thing you got to keep in mind, Billy, is what they do up there federally. It's supposed to like trickle down The only problem is they've already way over bloated their mandates. They're supposed to protect the sovereignty of our nation. They're supposed to deal with foreign trade and relations, and they're supposed to settle disputes amongst the states. Well, now they're trying to tell us what we can and can't do, and that's why we're seeing so many states standing up, like Arizona, Texas, and Tennessee, and all these other states, and we're like, no, you can put whatever you want in that bill. Doesn't mean that we're going to abide by it. What are you going to do? Send your own federal SWAT team down here? Well, how do you know that we're not going to have the sheriff's SWAT team come right up and stop you? You know what I mean? That would be crazy. SWAT team against SWAT team.
Hey, Dangerous, how you doing, brother?
What's up, Reaper?
Let's see. There we go.
Trigger, good to see you. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing pretty good. I had a exam in pharmacology today. I thought I was going to bomb because I, one, didn't study for it. Two, I was running on 4 hours of sleep. So I got an 80, which is go team.
Nice. Right on.
Yeah. And I just got home a little bit ago, so I got to double check my grade because when I was sitting in class, it said 87%. Maybe a couple of questions got dropped. Either way, I'm stoked. Hey, Yankee, how you doing, brother?
That's pretty good, though, man. I'm sure that test was not easy.
It was all on antihypertensives, like your cardiac meds. Excuse me.
What's up, Ghetto? Hey, Shipwreck. Good to see you, brothers. Yeah, I was just going down some of the Arizona headlines. Yeah, you heard what they're doing to that one Arizona senator, Kristen Sinema.
Is she the one that they chased into the restroom?
Yes. And she was going to run in the Boston Marathon, I was just saying. And I guess she injured her foot at her last marathon.
Mm-hmm.
And so just even this week, she had to wear a leg brace. So she didn't end up running. But a bunch of people, a bunch of protesters, I guess, went out there and spent a lot of money to go harangue her, and she wasn't even there. So good on her.
Yeah.
I need to message her because she is one of my senators. So just tell her, hey, keep fighting the good cause. She might be a Democrat, but man, she's for a lot of things that we cannot afford to have. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Unlike here in Ohio.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we got Governor DeSwine and a couple other jokers.
Yeah. Isn't that where Kaz is at too?
Yeah. And I think a few other people. I think here. I forget. Yeah, Kaz is south on the southern border. I'm on the northern border. So, yeah, there's a few people here in Ohio that I think are members of your group on here, as well as in the Prepared Mind our syndicate group.
Yep. I thought about maybe talking to Uman, and I don't know if this kind of platform would be even something that they would want to add. You know what I mean? Because I mean, we do talk some prepping, but we're not like we just talk prepping. That's it.
Yeah.
We talk a little bit of politics as much as we can get away with. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
And not to mention, especially on my After Dark, it's kind of a totally different ball game.
Yeah. To be honest, I mean the After Dark, that's where everybody kind of lets their hair down and just totally vents. And quite honestly, if you can't vent your thoughts or emotions to somebody, or what have you, you start going down some dark roads, and yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah.
So actually, yeah, talk to Uman. Just say, hey, this is like an after dark channel. It's an amalgam. No, we just talk shit.
Who knows?
Basically. Oh yeah.
I mean, we've already got Yankee that comes over and watches.
Mm-hmm.
Two Owls pops in there sometimes.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah, it gets really interesting when Nikki pops in.
Oh yeah.
So okay, headlines and okay. Now I just pulled up your YouTube thing. Arizona headlines, the random talk. Okay, so is she your senator or
Yeah,
Congress?
she's the DC senator. Yeah, she's yeah. Well, I mean, she's Arizona State, but she is you know how the DC gets two senators. She's one of
Yeah.
them.
Okay. Well, there's senators and there's Congress.
Yeah.
Representatives, I should say.
Well,
state representatives.
Well, the thing with that though is because we've got more than just two Arizona senators. The thing is though our state has their own senators. You know, they're not the ones that go to DC and stuff like that. But
okay, so she's a state representative then.
Yeah, state rep.
Ah, okay. There's yeah, I was yeah, but yeah, I just didn't know. I've heard the talk, some talk about it, but I wasn't really full up on things because, dude, you know, I'm more tied up with something else, you know.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so here's an interesting one. This is from the Miami Herald, but man stabs acquaintance 23 times because he ruined his day, Arizona police say. A beer run ended in a fatal stabbing at an Arizona apartment, police said. Luis Soto, 23, of Guatemala, was arrested on a second-degree murder charge in the killing Saturday of another man in Phoenix, according to the police. And I would pull it up, but that's one of them ones where they want you to like subscribe and pay them for their news info, and that's not worth it. What's up, Warsaw? Oh, Warsaw, dude, I'm doing a live stream, man. I can't just go and watch stuff like that. I'll watch it. Send it to my email. I can check it out later, man. That's not how to properly use a ferro rod. Oh, actually, thank you for bringing that up, Arkansas Living, because with some of these survival bracelets, I don't know if everybody knows how to use the fire striker part of it, but anyway, so when you take the clasp apart, you have one side that has the striker and one side that has the ferro rod, and then normally it sparks.
Well, there's also oxide on that you have to kind of scrape off beforehand.
Well, actually, I think there's too much oxide on the scraper, but there it goes.
There you go.
Takes a second sometimes. Yeah. So that's how that works. Pretty handy dandy little tool.
Yeah. That ferro rod, when it first started out, it was what, quarter-inch in diameter?
No, more like maybe an 8 3/16.
3/16, okay.
I'm sorry about the background. My kid just got home from school.
Okay. Yeah, no, the one Boy Scout reservation near me, back when I was in Boy Scouts, when it was actually cool, they had these little fire striker things, ferro rods. And that was the first time I've seen them. And with me, dummy me, Let's see, where's my Boy Scout knife? No, that ain't it. Oh shit! I got my junk right here.
Yeah, it's typical. Every time
Here it is.
every time you go to show something off on YouTube, it's gonna fail the first couple of times.
Yeah.
It's like Murphy's Law. You know what I mean?
Oh, there it is. Yeah,
Oh yeah.
this, I found. It's yeah. This is about. Mm, I'm bad at measurements.
Quarter inch, 3/16.
Yeah, 3/16. Nice. So yeah, I found this back at the PX at the campground, Boy Scout campground, near me. And who was it? Somebody near me. Randy Silter. Randy, yeah, you know where I'm talking about if you're from Toledo. And I stick them in these Altoid tins as my emergency fire kit. They're nice. The only thing is that I learned back when I was a kid, never use the blade of your knife to scrape it.
No, you always use the backside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Boy Scout pen knife, it's kind of rounded. So and not only that, I was a kid. I didn't know. And I got more sparks with the blade of the knife than the striker itself. But now I know better.
Hey, by the way, Arkansas out there, man, that sucks. You got a flat tire today, bro. At least you had everything you needed to get it fixed.
Yeah. Speaking of tires, I gotta take my car into the shop because ever since I had my tires rotated, my driver's side or my passenger front tires it has a vibration in it, and I don't know if it's off balance, or a CV shaft, because I really notice it when I hit the accelerator at 50 miles an hour or higher. But once I get above 65, it's not as noticeable.
Yeah, it stops.
Yeah, I'm thinking it might be CV shaft.
Oh.
It's been so long since I've had to deal with a CV shaft.
Yeah. No, I think it sounds more like it's out of balance to me, because it'll drive fine up to about 35, 45, and then you start getting the bounce, and then once you speed up, it'll kind of smooth out. So
just thank God it wasn't acting up when I drove to Chicago for the R Syndicate meetup. That was hairy.
Yeah.
And I praise Uman for sticking it out in Chicago, but yeah, no, man, I can't deal with it. Thanks, Randy. He just said he's going to subscribe.
You unsub from all the fear porn stuff, and my life is so much more peaceful now. It gets tiring. People telling you a grocery store list. A lot of these smaller channels show great stuff. Yeah, well, like it's all where you live. Prep to where you live. And prep for your environment. You know what I mean? So, I mean, other than that, it's like I can't tell you got to go out and get this and that and this, and I can't stand people trying. I mean, why do you think we get so pissed off at government? It's because they're always trying to tell us what we need and what we can do, what we shouldn't do, and you name it. But we don't need a damn parent. None of us need parents here.
Yeah. and here's
person.
Yeah. And the thing is, government, they want to be the parent. They want to control every aspect.
Everything. Yeah. I mean, they already control marriage for the most part. They control the schools. They control business.
Unreal, man.
I got to be careful because you know how I rant about them. So.
Yeah,
Dude,
yeah.
are you almost done? Walking back and forth, man.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
I know, right? Like maybe I should just take this thing down. Crap. I mean, all I got back there is cat boxes and a fireplace and a TV. So
Well, you got a cat box in the fireplace? That's going to
no,
be interesting. Cat taking a hot shit, huh? I'm sorry. I'm a little loopy right now.
that's cool, man. No, it's all good. What's up, Han Solo? Hey, Randy,
Hans Solo.
as well as Bug Out, get home back. Yeah, if you're taking long travel,
Yeah.
like I got a lot of friends that are truck drivers, and they always have big get home bags
Mm-hmm.
just in case.
Yeah. With me being a big guy, I keep full change of clothes, plus some extras, extra top, if shirt, if you will, in my get home bag. My summer, let's see, late spring through early fall get home bag is a lot lighter. I had to change it out before. I like military surplus, and going through Boy Scouts, I dealt with the issue of commercial grade camping gear, and I was on a 10-mile hike, and the aluminum frame of the backpack I was carrying broke, and thank God somebody had some duct tape, but the duct tape really didn't hold too well, and the one strut that broke, let's see, here's the strut, and there was a cross member. The main strut broke, and at the junction at the cross member, and it was kind of jabbing me right in the kidney for the last 5 miles. So yeah, it wasn't too fun. So ever since then, and plus the older kids, actual Boy Scouts, they used actual Alice packs for their gear, and they never had an issue.
Yeah.
So that's why I stuck with military surplus. The only downside is, as I've gotten older, I've kind of beefed up since I was a kid, and the Alice packs just do not feel comfortable on me. Now the Molly 2, yeah. So, but yeah, my assault pack that was getting too small. I did a video on that, I think last summer. The seams were kind of stretched a bit, and I really didn't want to risk having a ruptured seam in an emergency. So I upgraded that pack to the contents of that pack to a medium assault pack. Hey, Florida.
What's up, Florida Jim? I'll tell you what, I just eliminated the whole problem. I don't travel more than 5 miles from my home.
Yeah, Joe, I saw that last night. Jay Stark, he was arrested, and it's very.
I don't know who that is.
He was. I'm not a big follower. I wasn't a big follower, but I know kind of what that thing was. I can't remember if he was in Europe or something like that. But he was part of the 3D printer crew. He was 3D printing guns.
Lowers.
Yeah.
You can't print enough. Well, I mean, you could, but like you're gonna get like one shot out of it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, they blow up.
Yeah. For those who have the ability to do 3D printing, that's what he was doing and making.
Yeah, Arkansas living. You know what? You're absolutely right. A lot of the stuff you want to teach is already out there in some form. But you know what? There's a lot of people that like to watch you do it because I mean, if a redneck can do it, why can't we? Right? Sorry, I had to give you some shit there, Arkansas. But that was pretty funny. When you were working on your tire, you're like, "Well, I've got the spare, but like it'd take me longer to try and get to get the jack out from under the back seat than it would to just air blow it. Throw some slime in there. What's up, Link? Our local park and swamp now has you registered before being able to purchase anything from the seller slots. They have to put your number on a sheet of selling their. Wow. Huh. That's
I
weird.
don't follow. What's he trying to get at? Like,
Um, um, Park and swap. That's the swap meet. Um,
oh,
they have you register before being able to purchase anything from the seller slots. They have to put your number on a sheet of selling their junk.
mm,
Hmm.
okay. I'm kind of going through the
Trying to
chat
catch up.
too.
Yeah, catch
Yeah,
up on the chat.
because I don't have my other monitor on right now.
Yeah, I'm with Mayor on that. Like, I really enjoy Arkansas Living's videos.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
and I mean,
subscribed to. Oh, go ahead.
he's got the humor to make them more entertaining, if you know what I mean. They're still
Hmm.
educational, but he's got the humor behind it, because I mean, he's a funny dude, man. I love Arkansas, man.
Yeah. Hey, Arkansas. Maybe a little a suggestion because I don't have the time to do it. Take like say like one of your like a get home bag type situation. You're more than say 3 or 4 days away, and your supplies of food in your pack are now depleted, and you're kind of foraging off the land. You know, that's something I really don't see people having is like how to forage and cook. Um,
Hello, Gloria.
oh, thanks, Gloria.
Yes,
Well,
thank you very much.
him. um,
Yeah, it helps the YouTube algorithm. It does.
yeah,
Okay, I
um,
mean, it does. And
yeah,
that's why I'm kind of doing more of my dangerous freedom streams, especially ones that I can monetize. Because the After Dark one, I couldn't monetize even if I wanted to. I mean, I don't.
mm,
It was set up between two different. It was set up under a totally different account, and I don't have full access to that account anyway. So it's just kind of an anomaly. But I keep it up because my brother Bobby, I think that's the way he would want it. So.
no. So, but yeah, Arkansas. If you get like uh, do some canteen cup cooking, or like say here Swedish mess kit. Here's the stove. You can see videos on this on YouTube, but
Mhm.
it's actually this thing is actually larger than say your East or West, yeah, East German mess kit. And I let's see, not Ivor, Ivor Bergman. He does this escape and evasion channel.
Mhm.
Um, I reached out to him. Actually, Bug Out Bushido told me about him, and let's put that away later. Um, so I reached out to Ivor. It's not Ivor, it's Ivor. I've been corrected, and he and I've been talking, and some of the stuff that he does up in Alaska. Um, some stuff will work in my area, and then there's a bunch of stuff that just won't work. Like the a lot of the training he does, there is no open spaces for me to do full battle rattle and train that way, unless I got some a friend of mine who's willing me to let me go on his land for what short woods is in there and just do loops in the woods that he's got, which is rare. All I got's farmland near me.
Yeah, for me, camping would it entails driving an hour and a half north, um, I mean, I got all the gear and stuff like that. It's just, why would I want to drive that far away right now? You know what I mean? There's
Yeah.
too much going on right here. Um, plus I have my after dark show. A lot of people, depend on me to be there. So,
Yeah.
I mean, not to mention the fact that my kids don't even like to go camping hardly. So,
Pansies.
yeah.
Yeah. No, I mean, Ivor makes a valid point. You got to get out and train. You need to get out and train.
Well, we do go to the shooting range, and that's good enough training. We kind of camp out there. I mean, we go out there for about 3 or 4 hours, shoot guns, and kind of camping
Yeah.
in a
Yeah.
sense. Like, I don't, know. I guess maybe I don't see a scenario to where I'm going to have to like bug out in the middle of the forest. You know what I mean? I don't picture that for me or my family. I think
Yeah.
we're gonna be able to hold our own. So,
Well, it's not so much camping per se. It's more of what Ivor does is escape and evasion.
all
Um,
right, catch you
See you,
later, Art.
Arkansas.
And that's good to know. That is good to know. How to like I've seen how to get out of zip ties, stuff
Yeah.
like that. You know what I mean? Which is why I've got some of those, the bracelets with the little hook knife.
Bracelets with the hook knife.
Yeah, it's like instead of having
The ferro rod.
yeah, well, no, I think they still got the ferro rod, but it's got a hook knife in there. And
Oh, so while you're in it, you can kind of wiggle it
yeah,
and
like
cut yourself loose.
if you're zip tied behind your back, yeah, you can unhook it and cut through the plastic and stuff like that. Finger
Gotcha.
pulls trigger, absolutely. Luckily, I did that way back when the prices were still down. But I actually, I bought a new shotgun, and so you know, and even though it was kind of difficult to find double aught buck, I still found some. I still pick it up every chance I get a
Yeah.
couple more boxes.
Copper, brass, and lead that are finger pulls trigger. Yeah, that's the trifecta. Not just the lead, but copper, brass, and lead.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of which, uh, reloading components near me. It's either super expensive, like say a brick of primers. Those are a brick is 1,000 primers for say small pistol. Before all this nonsense happened, they were around me. They were going for about 32, 33 bucks. Now they're selling some joker was at the some uh, what was it Camp Perry, the shooting tournament. Somebody was selling a brick of primers for 250 bucks.
Yep.
That no, that's insane.
No, I heard about that.
Yeah, and now what the one place I go to, um, you can only buy packs of 100 primers. It's like a flat, and hell, that's like just a sight in and little hole
Hmm.
punching, and that's it. 100 rounds.
Yeah.
Uh, Powder, good luck on that. You can probably get one jar of powder. That's 1 pound of powder. I was
Yeah.
able to score Winchester 231, which is pistol. But another thing, for me, for my 45, I can't get the primers. I need large pistol primers for 45 ACP.
Yep.
Unless I can find a stash of 45 ACP brass that's small pistol.
Yeah, make them in small pistol.
Yeah. Winchester is large pistol. Blazer, which is CCI, and Federal, I think, are small pistol. So,
Check out Gun Broker.
Oh God, no. Okay. I was thinking cheaper than dirt. Yeah, no, I'll never go
Oh
there.
no. You know,
No.
I bought from them before this whole scandemic thing, and um, they started when all the ammo and guns and all the prices started shooting up, and they were like highway robbing everybody. I had took them off my list. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Oh, that's an auction, gun broker. Okay.
Thanks, Milkmaid. My brother Detroit Preppin sent me this.
Sent you what?
The hat,
Oh, okay.
the colonial hat. And then, of course, I planted my flag over here on the beach. Of course, I'm always going to plant my flag. You know that.
Yeah.
I love America. I love America. Can't stand our government, but I love the country and I love the people in the country. Most of them.
Yeah.
What's up? What's up, Rob? How you doing, brother? You want to come up on panel, Rob? I'll bring you up. Indy, hey, Ron's.
But,
Hey, man, what can I say, man? People named Ron are just cool.
yeah. The do run. The do run.
At least most of them are.
Yeah.
I mean, I've met asshole Rons too, but
Yeah.
most of us are pretty cool.
Ron Burgundy. Ron Jeremy. Scotchy Scotch.
What's up, gun loving grandpa? Good to see you, man.
Okay, just seeing where you're at here. It's all the hellos.
Bug dude, I know. Some people are just coming in. It's almost 4:20.
420 somewheres.
I know. Now, and see well, people aren't used to me doing this stream, whenever. But I mean, we've almost got 50 people in here, so I mean that's a good thing. You know, it's like, and sometimes I kind of do it just to see. It's like, well, how many people can I get in here?
Yeah.
And usually I do pretty good. There we go. Just hit 50. That's awesome, man. I'm telling you, people love freedom.
Yeah.
They love dangerous freedom.
Shipwreck, using small rifle primers in your pistols? Okay.
Well, I mean, for 9mm, yeah, you want to use small ones, but
well, no. The way it read was he's like the primers for a small rifle, like here, 223.
mm-hmm. Yeah,
That
small, yeah. All right, Rob, I'll tell you what, brother. I will. I'll send you the link, and I don't know, we'll probably be up here for probably another. Well, usually I go an hour and a half to 2 hours, so we'll have to wait and see. I can shoot you that link, Rob. But all right, go ahead, Ron. Sorry.
Okay. Yeah. No. But no, he was saying that this is small. This is a 223. Oh, zoom in. There you go. Doesn't have a macro focus. Anyways, this 223. He's using the primer for a 223, which is a small pistol or a small rifle, and he's using it for a 9mm instead. It looks like it's the same size.
Yeah.
I never tried it before. Cellar and below. This is a 45. These are all duds I picked up off the range, and let's see, added to my collection. I mean, I have casings and duds. Like here, check this out. That's a FN 57. Look at this. It's a pistol, but it's neck down for a 22 caliber projectile.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, here's something. Oops. 32 auto. Yeah, these are all duds. Unfunctional. A couple of 9s. 357. casing. 30-06.
Yeah, I got.
Oh, this was a shoulder breaker. Guess what this is?
It's hard to tell. 45,
Yeah,
45,
very
70.
close. Yep, you nailed it. 4570. That was somebody borrowed my tools to adjust his scope or his iron sights, and he says, "Hey, we're shooting this. You want to shoot it?" I'm going, "Sure." And after I shot it, I go, "You mind if I take one of the casings to add to my collection?" He goes, "Yep, sure." Here's a 303 British, and I got some 25 ACP up here somewheres, but yeah. But
Have you ever seen those 9mm rounds? They're like carbon fiber. The bullets are carbon fiber.
no,
And they look like almost like a drill bit. Do you know which ones I'm talking about?
oh, like a Phillips head, a screwdriver
Almost.
bit.
But they're round. I mean, but they're kind of curved, almost more like a drill bit. Phillips was just
Like
straight.
yeah, they're like
But yeah,
cross.
I can't remember the name of them. I bought a box for my sister, and they're
No,
super lightweight, like they're like 65 grain, something like that.
hmm. Yeah, that's a new one to me. I've never seen anything like that. I know those rip rounds, those RIP. You ever see
Yeah.
those? Those
Hmm.
things are evil.
Yeah. Well, if you have to end up using one in a self-defense shooting, hope you got a good defense.
Well, actually, no. If you ever have to use those in self defense, the judge is going to throw the book at you
That's what I'm
because
saying.
no, they're going to throw the book at you instead of the person you had to shoot.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I hope you got a good defense. You know what I
Oh
mean?
yeah. I mean, hell, even in my area, if you have to use, if you're using hollow points or reloaded hollow points, like you made your own, they do not recommend using those in self defense because of who's to say you didn't load those for malicious intent. Now, if you have, like, say, a box of, say, uh, Federal Hydroshocks,
That's what
no,
I carry.
yeah, you can show them, hey, no, this is off the shelf, this is factory, this is what the local police department use. So, um, yeah,
And
no,
I've got a whole bunch of these, the Winchester hollow points.
mm,
I've got I've got a few of them. Well, I'll just leave it there. I'm not going to give
yeah.
too much offset.
TMI,
Yeah,
TMI.
you don't need to know what I have here. Let's just
Yeah,
say I'm responsible about taking care of my family. So,
there you go. There you go. You stocked up when you could.
and luckily, Trump woke a lot of people up, including myself.
Yeah.
I
Well,
mean, you would think that I would have woken up under like say Obama or something like that, or even the Clintons. But back in '94 when they did that whole gun ban thing, I was too busy working.
mm-hmm.
I didn't even know the thing passed. And at that point, like I said, I was more deadly with the claw hammer, and I didn't need a gun. I mean, not saying I didn't have, I had a revolver, and we had a little 380. My wife had a 380, but it's like I didn't have any rifles, shotguns, just a couple pistols. And then, yeah, after Trump started campaigning, I was injured. I was out of work for about 3 months, so it gave me a chance to like catch up on just what the government's been doing all these years.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, holy crap, we're in deep doo doo. You know what I mean? And so I was like, okay, well, I started with my Second Amendment, and then every week I'd go out and buy a little bit more food, put it back. You know what I mean? Till the point where it's like, well, now my pantry's full, my bedroom. I like seriously, I really almost don't have any more room. I'd have to get like a storage shed or something if I wanted to keep prepping. But
I
I'm
don't.
not saying I don't still prep. It's just I have to prep differently. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like, and not to mention we rotate. We do rotate our stock. You know what I mean? So
yeah, yeah. No, for storage shed in your neck of the woods, I don't think that'd be a good idea unless it's like gear, like
yeah,
clothing.
it'd have to be climate control.
Oh yeah.
What's that
Now,
broken
how
patriot?
hard's the ground in your neck of the woods?
Um, most of it's like cleachy. I mean, it's pretty hard, pretty stiff.
Cleachy?
Um, that's like a clay mixture, dirt
Oh,
and
okay.
mud. And yeah, when it's dry, it like it's hard to get a shovel into it. You
Almost
got
like concrete.
it's almost like you got to soak the water. You got to soak the ground first to get anything done. So
Oh, okay. So it's almost like concrete almost.
yeah, pretty much.
Hmm. Okay. And it like how? Okay, you remember watching the movie Terminator 2?
Oh yeah, I just watched it about 2 weeks ago.
Okay, remember where Arnold pulls back on the thing and going into like the gun bunker and
Mm-hmm.
because and I'm thinking and everything's just dusty and I'm thinking okay if it's dusty it's going to be dry. How dry in the rainy season will that like say an underground uh, root cellar if you will keep cool? You know, if you're willing to go out like say in the middle of the night and start digging if you're able to.
Well, I mean, okay, it's that's a that's a good point. Now, granted, it was a movie, but they did have it shored up. Um,
Yeah, they had cinder block.
and then probably keep it. uh, I mean, as long as the water didn't, as long as that lid was sealed on tight, like it looked like it probably was.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, I mean, it would cool down the ground. Well, then again, when you go underground, it always cools down, no matter
Okay,
where you're at. You're gonna get it's gonna be 5, 10, whatever degrees cooler the deeper you go.
right.
Um,
For every
so
foot, it goes 5 degrees cooler.
what's that?
For every foot, it goes 5 degrees cooler.
Maybe every 5 foot, give or take.
Okay, so 5 feet goes 5 degrees
It's
cooler.
cool. Yeah.
Ooh, yeah. To get a true 72 degrees in your neck of the woods, man, that thing's gonna have to be
Well,
deep.
the thing is though, is like you've got it completely covered, sealed off,
Yeah,
shaded off, and dirt. I mean, the top layers of dirt will heat up,
yeah.
but the lower layers below it takes a long time. I mean, that's why people die from exposure in
Mm-hmm.
Arizona, not just from the heat, but also from the cold.
Right.
If you're walking through like what is it, Death Valley
Mm-hmm.
desert, you'll freeze to death.
Right.
Like literally, it gets that damn cold out here,
Okay. Huh.
especially in the middle of the desert. You know, it'll
Yeah.
kill you. It'll kill you by sunstroke or dehydration during the day, but at night it's cold as shit. If you don't have a tent or a blanket or a sleeping bag or something, you know,
Okay. Yeah, no, no. I was thinking, in your condition, get yourself start digging because, like with you, you don't have the problem of groundwater like I do.
no,
Yeah, and
got to
or even
drill to get that. You got to
yeah,
drill like a long way.
what about almost 1,000 feet?
Not you. Well,
Not
some
that much.
places, yeah, some places. Usually, it's like around 100, 150,
Wow.
and it's still really deep though. It's not like my friends in Florida. They go out in their backyard and dig down 2 feet, and it starts flooding in with groundwater. It's like, jeez.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, because for you, I was thinking, giving you an idea. Um, start digging, like, say, a root cellar. You can stash some more food.
Well, the only problem is I don't own this property. It's still a rental.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
If I own
Nix
the
that
land,
idea.
I mean, I own the trailer, but I don't own the land. And so, yeah,
Gotcha.
that's where my big hiccup is. Otherwise, I could build another storage shed out in my backyard and all that good stuff. But it's like,
Side idea.
and now, right now, we came under new management about 6 months ago, and these guys are like Nazi style. They're like an HOA on steroids. They're like, well, we're going to inspect your house front and back, and well, not inside the house, but around our
The
property.
property. Yeah, yeah.
And so it's like, well, you know what? I've got a chain link fence. I've got a dog. So I just went out there and I put padlocks on my gates. And I'm like, go ahead, jump that fence, try and cut that lock, see what you get met with. That I know renters' rights in Arizona. Trust me, I know them well. They've kept my ass out of prison more than once.
Yep.
Well, at least.
Yeah, it's a shame, man.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more of, there's a huge company. They probably got properties in California and other states, and they're just like, well, let's see how far we can, push these guys.
Yeah.
And also, I think that a lot of it has to do with like people having broke down vehicles in their yards and in their driveways, stuff like that. I mean, I'm right by the entrance. I keep my house pretty maintained, especially outside.
Gotcha.
So I think it's meant more for the ghetto part, because if you go to the back corner of our park, it's like the ghetto. That's where all the drug dealers and people like that live.
Gotcha. They're trying to get rid of the riffraffs that can probably bring in some better clientele. My thinking is try and get more seniors in there, because trailer parks and condominiums, they love the seniors because, granted, they're there for 15, 20 years easy, and if they have to have a yard cut, well, this is up near me. If they have to have a yard cut, they'll hire a yard crew and take care of it. Unlike, say, a younger couple that, when they can get to it from working jobs.
What's up, Bushido?
Oh, bug out's in? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in there.
How's it going, brother?
Just bring in friendlier drug dealers.
Bring in Scarface.
Well, Dora, why a green screen? Well, because this would be my optimal bug out location right here, man, on the beach. This would be my ultimate bug out location, or my tiki bar. But the tiki bar is over there. You can't see it, but
yeah,
it's close by. And also, everybody that asks, "Where's my line in the sand?" It's way back there.
Underwater.
They've already crossed that line. But it's like, what the hell can I do other than peacefully resist?
Yeah.
I mean, what can we do? Peacefully resist until it's not so peaceful.
Yeah, and unfortunately, it's getting to be the unpeaceful side.
What's up, Forest Monster? Luckily, not down here where I'm at. We're still quite conservative. I don't know. How is it out over there, Broken Patriot? By the way, I did send you a link if you want to come join us.
Yeah, I haven't talked to him since we met up when I gave him some computer parts.
Yeah. You need some, yeah, no doubt, right? Rocksteady, I need some women sunbathing out there.
The Swedish bikini team.
And actually, that gives me a good idea. Maybe I'll try and
Oh,
search
shit.
for. I'll search for that picture.
Uh,
Hopefully, it doesn't go against YouTube regulations, but
oh, dude, anything would nowadays. Anything. If you're not part of the purple-haired screechers, yeah.
hey, Ron, will you keep up with the chat for a moment?
Sure. Hey, Ron, you there?
What's up?
Okay. You mind if I copy the link and send it to Bug Out if he wants to come on?
No, that's fine.
Okay.
Just remember that. Remind him that it's my monetized channel.
Okay. Okay. All right, Bug Out. Oops, where's it go? Where'd it go? Starting to co-cider using the secret. Hey, Bug Out. I mean, if you get access to something like that, damn.
Silly dog. Good job. How do you think you're doing? Steps, monkey.
Yeah, Shipwreck, so do I. Oh, he's at work.
Oh, damn it. Knock it off, dog. What the
Okay.
hell?
Sorry. Bug Out can't. He's at work.
It's all right. I'm back. We're good.
Yeah.
My
But,
freaking dog just tried to jump on me.
Kick him in the nuts. No.
Well, I kicked him in the neck.
Oh.
Not hard. You know, just a friendly little tap saying, "Nay, back off, dude."
But he's saying, Dad, I want hugs. Yeah. Do what Southwest did, walk out. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, but you know, it's like good. You know these people, and this administration, man, they are just so tyrannical.
It's a combination of the stuff that's been brewing for a long time. I mean, you got some people that are just totally saying, "Oh, Trump's one of them. Trump's one of them." I go, "Okay, that's your theory." I look at it as this: Trump basically brought to light. He was the one that turned on the light and
Yep.
exposed the cockroaches because the people, the mass populace, it's either they are so far left, so far left that they want to be enslaved. They want to be burdened down with taxes and living in a coffin-sized apartment. You know, and those who were before Trump who were most of the middle line, they gravitated to the right, and because they saw like, holy shit, this is
Well,
what's
now
going on.
it's like even if you're like center of the road, it's like the left has just gone so far out there,
Yeah.
and it's like even if you're not like a right wing extremist, they're calling us that, but we're in the middle of the road. It's like
Yeah.
you are the ones that are freaking lost over there. Get out of the damn woods. Get back
Yeah.
over here on the road where we're.
Let's go, Brandon. Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt. Oh, by the way, everybody, if you oh, you can't see it because of the green screen. This is one of my survival bracelets. I make these. And if you want one, you can PayPal me. I've got the regular class for $20, and I've got the survivor class with the fire striker and compass and whistle and all the fancy gizmos for 30, and that includes shipping. So
Yeah, both
anyhow,
parties are garbage.
now that I
Yeah,
got that little plug in there, I mean
yeah,
I got to, man, because I like seriously. If I would go back to work, but like I have a feeling they're either gonna make me wear a mask or they're gonna want me to get and I'm not doing either. So,
yeah.
not to mention, I like to be able to stay home and keep an eye on my property and my press. So, got
Hmm.
that going on too.
Yeah, yeah. I was kind of hoping to kind of do some more videos when the whole shutdown thing happened, but when things got real heavy with school, yeah, no, I just don't have
Oh
time.
yeah, actually, Beldora, thank you for bringing that up. Ron, I don't know if you've been paying attention, but you heard that China is like playing war games off of the Taiwan coast.
Yeah, yeah. They're saber rattling hard, and they're poking a bear, man. They're poking a serious bear right now. So not only that, I think was it 200 or 300 Marines are in Taiwan training, and China says, "Oh, you can't do that." Well, sorry, buddy. Taiwan's still considered a separate nation.
Yeah, they're a separate nation, but they're an ally of
Hmm.
America, and we need to protect them because if we lose them, there goes pretty much all of our microchip uh, composing stuff. I don't know why we ever outsourced it in the first place. I think that was Bill Clinton, that did that, outsourced a lot of this stuff to China.
Yeah. Well, not only
And
that, in Taiwan, making those microchips in Taiwan, it's cheaper because they don't have the EPA control. They don't have the labor costs. Um, Overall, it's cheaper. Hi, Nicole. So that's why they're doing them in Taiwan. I mean, hell, the EPA at my neighbor runs a tool and die shop. Tool and
mhm,
die shops. What do you have? You have coolant to
yep,
cool the tools as they're cutting metal,
yep,
and sometimes shit spills. The coolants that he's been going to are water soluble or water based instead of oil, and EPA's been on his ass, the local EPA, not the national. But the problem is with my beef with the EPA, and this is also coming from friends who are farmers. The EPA is going after farmers with the hard on, saying, and if it's not the chemicals they're spraying on the crops, say a diesel fuel tank is on their property, their land. If it's been leaking for a little while and they haven't noticed it, EPA fines them. Spraying chemicals on the crops, they get a fine. Cow farts, they get a fine. But are they fining these factory farms that are owned by these mega millionaires like Bill Gates? No, they
mm,
don't go after the factory farms. They're going after the family farms, which isn't
yeah.
right.
Well,
Bill,
that same way they went after mom and pop stores. Yeah, yeah. That's there for a while. All you could buy from was like Walmart and places like that. You know what I mean?
yeah.
But then you got Amazon, and everything is sent to your home. You know.
I refuse to buy anything from Amazon. I mean, like I got a $25 gift card I got for Christmas for Amazon. I'm trying to regift it to somebody else.
You can gift it to me. I'll buy more paracord.
uh, but um, Yeah, well, yeah, it's yeah. I don't do it. I'll go through eBay first. That way, I know I'm paying a private individual. Now, granted, those guys are getting raped over the coals on eBay for
What's
fees
that
and
First Amendment?
yeah.
But don't get me started on the three-letter agencies. They're really they are the swamp.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you just look at what the ATF has been doing lately. Trying to redefine stuff to make more of us criminals. Gun law-abiding gun owners. They're just trying to make up terms to where it's like all of a sudden, oh well, you own a prohibited item. You got to go register that, or turn it in or destroy it. And it's like, no, I don't. You know what? Luckily, my state agrees with me. No, we don't have to destroy anything. You know what? You can sit up there on your pedestal, and dude, it's like King George all over almost. Except instead of 3% tax, it's more like 45% tax. They come for our guns, dude. That's when it's gonna not be a peaceful resistance.
Truth be told, they've already gone after the guns. They have.
They've been going after them. They haven't quit. It's just
No.
a matter of the states standing up. We're taking our 10th Amendment back. Anything not delegated in this document is up to the state to regulate, not the government.
Mm-hmm.
And they've already way overreached. So, anyways, before I get on a rant about that, but I understand. I understand the Constitution, the Declaration of Independence even says when the government no longer works for the government or for the governed, it is our duty to remove them, replace them, and implement a government that does work.
Yeah.
And right now, this one ain't working. They're not. Like I said in the beginning, three jobs they have. That was their three main jobs: protect the sovereignty of the United States of America, which is our 48 states. In this case, now we're at 50, but um, protect our sovereignty, deal with foreign and international affairs and matters, and settle disputes between states. They aren't doing any of their job. Our government is completely illegitimate right now. Like seriously, if they were an employee for me, I would have fired them. I would have fired them a long time ago. Trump was at least doing a halfway decent job, until he came out and said, take the guns and due process later. But that's because he had one of them left wing little earbud things in his ear. Well,
Yeah.
probably like 20 of them. Yeah,
Yeah. It's called the son-in-law.
he was surrounded by the swamp, man. And he
Yeah.
probably was like, "Oh well, we got to do something." And I know he regretted it after he said it. It's just like when he came out at one of his last speeches talking about the jab and hey, oh, this thing is great, and everybody booed him. You know, 20,000, 25,000 people booed him. It's like, dude, no. You know
Yeah.
what? It's not a cure, folks. It's
Yeah.
just not.
Yeah.
No. Hopefully
I get.
YouTube
Yeah. I
doesn't
get what he was
saying
coming
that, but
at.
it's not. I mean, how is it a cure if you can get the Jabberwocky, and then still get sick and still spread it? Come
Yeah.
on, no, no, no. Just all
Trump.
right. Anyways, off topic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
don't want to go down that
Yeah.
rabbit hole.
Yeah. I mean, I agree that Trump kind of shot himself in the foot several times.
Yeah.
But his little earpiece was his son-in-law, Jared Kushner. That no, you
Oh,
don't.
don't get me
Yeah,
started.
that was a bad call having old Jared in. Um, he should have kept Roger Stone and say, "Hey, Roger, you know." Let's see, so yes to that. Okay. Um, the he should have kept Roger Stone on and say, "Hey, look, Roger, you know how everything, how the system works. Who can I trust? At least get like 4 or 5 key people that he can trust wholeheartedly, but he didn't. And like General Flynn, he could have trusted Flynn, but he had to
Yeah.
throw Flynn under the bus.
Well, he also pardoned Flynn too, though.
Yeah, but at the same time, just think if Flynn was able to stay in and do his job like originally.
I would have liked it. I would have liked if he would have pardoned Snowden.
Yeah, and
I
Assange.
mean, dude, like seriously, I don't care what the government says about him. They call him, a traitor and stuff like that. No, you know what he did was he brought the truth about what they're doing and spying on us. So there goes our Fourth Amendment, our right to privacy and stuff like that. And he just, he was being a patriot. It's like, hey, I see this going on. You guys need to know about it. And then now he has to live in Russia, and I don't know why nobody will pardon him. I would pardon him if I was president.
Yeah.
I mean, I think he did what he felt was right, and I'm glad he did. He woke everybody up. So now we all understand this right here. This thing that we all have and all keep is a tracking device. Can
Mm-hmm.
spy on us at any time, any given moment.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So,
But
yeah.
then again, so is this podcast. So
It's like I said, it's mad ramblings. It's a way to vent, and if people toss a few bucks your way, hey, more power to you, right?
yeah. Although now anything over $600, they want to track.
Oh yeah,
And I'm not talking about $600 at one point. I'm talking if I get more than $600 in donations in my PayPal, they want to know. And it's like, why? You're going to
yeah.
try and tax me for a donation? It's like I thought that was like against the law. I mean, are they doing it on GoFundMe? I don't know.
Probably. Well, they're looking at
No.
the individual savings accounts now. So let's see. What am I missing?
You don't bank on the orange man. No. You know what I did bank on when he was in office, because he got more profits for me at work. He lowered regulations, um, lowered taxes. I mean, like seriously, I was doing pretty well. I loved my last job, and this whole pandemic thing stole that away from me. But whatever.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. They'll get taxes by tracking. Yeah, yeah. Reaper.
Hey, Cashew, thank you. She comes in right off the bat, dropping links. Thank you, Cashew.
Oh,
Hey,
oh yeah.
well, Grandma Merkel, I wouldn't mind being in charge of the country. The only problem is I would need more power than even what the president has. Almost like a dictator. And I know it sounds weird when I say it like that. But like seriously, the only way we're going to be able to clean out the swamp is you're going to have absolute power to go in there, remove all these three-letter agencies, get rid of all the stupid regulations, a lot of pretty no, every gun law. I mean, the NFA is gone the first day. In fact, me and my brother Moose Man are going to tear that thing up and burn it right there in the White House office, or the Oval Office, because that thing it goes totally against our Second Amendment. Shall not be infringed. Well, that piece of filth, all it did was infringe. So,
Yeah.
and I think everybody should be allowed to own a firearm. Well, not prisoners, of course, but I mean, if you're so evil or so wicked, so mean that you shouldn't be able to own a firearm, then maybe you shouldn't be out of prison.
Yeah.
I mean, you know, or like if you're a murderer, you know, Why do we even have to keep you in prison? You know,
Yeah. Well, here's something.
if we know you killed 3 people, you know, like that one guy down in Florida. You know, he went in there with a baseball bat, killed 3 people. Does he deserve to live? He snapped.
Yeah.
His cheese slid off the cracker. I don't
Yeah.
think there's any putting that cheese back on that cracker.
Yeah. Or here's
Man,
something. Here's something, Ron. Just recently, within the last couple of days, guy gets really near me. Guy gets released from prison and gets pulled over by a state trooper. Shoots the trooper, kills the trooper, and goes on a hiding spree. Not fortunately, it was the only person critically mortally wounded was the trooper. Nobody else injured or uh, assaulted, but they did eventually catch him. And they've shown the picture of the guy while he's in cuffs or getting cuffed, and he's got this smug look on his face, like, "What are you going to do?" You know, I mean, it's like these idiots. These I can do some worse choice words, but I'll leave it at that. These idiots totally wholeheartedly believe that they're going to walk, and unfortunately, they do walk.
Moose man, you gonna come up here, man? You still got about another 40 minutes. We're gonna go. If you're up for it, man. I know you
Yeah,
just got home. If you can't explain your job in 25 words or less, you're fired. My job is to protect and maintain the Constitution of the United States and defend the sovereignty of our nation. I think that's less than 25. That would be my big one. And when I say protect it, I mean we can't have people out there like dumping toxic waste in the waterways. That's not cool. And that should be, a regulation and possibly even a death sentence for the person that implemented it. You know what I mean? Definitely a killer for the company. That company will be done. But it's like we can't remove all the laws. I'm not gonna be like every single law is just gone. I mean, however, that's why I would have to have people like you, Moose Man, and a lot of confidants, and I definitely have to have really good security because I guarantee you everybody would want to kill me. But especially like in law enforcement, like FBI, like when I start removing or disbanding the FBI and the ATF and NSA and all these other ones, why do we need 25,000 3-letter agencies? You know what I mean? Nah, we
yeah,
don't. We don't. It's like, why can't we just have like one or two maybe that, actually do their damn job and quit being biased? But
yeah. Well, unfortunately, the leftists have what 60 years to get their people in, little by little. That's how they move, little by little. And unfortunately, I think it's too late.
thanks, Moose Man. Thanks for having comfort in me there, brother. You don't make
Sure.
laws to create. Yeah, yeah, no doubt, Grandma. No doubt.
Yeah.
Yep. But then you have like they'll always pull off some kind of a false event and get everybody scared, just like they did with this last year and a half. You know what I mean? And
Hmm.
I'm not saying that this thing don't. I'm not saying that the virus isn't real. I'm just saying that the way that they spun it was a way to put everybody in fear, and it worked. It scared the hell out of a lot of people.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. No, it's I don't know. I mean, uh, did you say one stream? Oh, it was the other morning. You were
what's up,
still
Nate?
doing your after dark chat, and it was like 9 a.m. here. and you were still going strong. So 9, 8, it was 5 a.m. your time, and chat was still going strong. And Bug Out and I had a long conversation after you shut things down, and I'm kind of agreeing with Kaz, going total black pilled.
Hmm.
There's just no, in my opinion, I don't think there's a way to salvage this experiment of self government anymore. You
No.
know, I mean, it's so far gone. The powers that be have gotten their little cronies in and have been whittling away at our freedoms, our financial stability for the past 50 years at least. Some people can say, "Oh no, it was 1864." Okay,
What's up,
but
Armin?
you know, at that point, we still kind of had some sense of a country that the people kind of controlled. Not anymore. Not since after World War II. 1947,
The best we
roughly.
can, the best we can do right now is just try and keep it local. You
Yeah,
know, and fortunately, like I said, we have a lot of states. Hell, even in the last 2 years, was we had 5 states go constitutional carry. Because they want their citizens to be able to protect themselves,
yeah.
which
And
is good.
oh, gee, all of a sudden,
Well,
crime
I
rate
mean,
goes
not
down.
only is it's not only our God given right, but it's also declared in the Bill of Rights. You
Yeah.
know, and people need to understand that right was given by God, not by man. And now the government wants to come in and say, no, you're going to obey or you're going to lose your job, or whatever the case may be. But a lot of states are standing up, over 21 of them now, saying, now we're not, even more counties, even counties in New York are standing up against them. So,
Oh, Moose Man, you lost another neighbor. How? Do you
can
know?
go hang with the mister.
What's that, Ron?
Milkmaid, she's going to go hang out on her porch with the mister. Or,
Ah,
oh, I guess. Oh, I think she means her man, her guy,
gotcha. No,
Mister.
Moose Man. Okay, Moose Man was talking about he lost another
And
neighbor this weekend. He was a good guy. Oh man, it sucks, brother. It's always the good ones that are tend to go quick. So
well, nobody knows our day or time. Not even
oh
me.
no, I mean I see it at the nursing home, man. I see people that have family come in to visit. They're always in good spirits, and then I see people that nobody visits them. I mean it's sad. I mean even before the coup showed up, they wouldn't have people come in to visit them. You know, one lady I took care of, she did her family wrong, and uh, the family said, just let us know when she dies. So, and then you get another person who family just wanted her money, and that was sad. Yep, tomorrow's not guaranteed for anyone. I almost bet it. I was driving on the freeway, coming home from school, and got some jackass in a rusted out shitbox doing 95, weaving through traffic, almost nailed me in the back end.
Yeah, the people don't care. They're not paying attention, or
Yeah,
like I said, or they just don't care. You know.
yeah, yeah, exactly, Moose Man. But when you see it on the news, oh no, 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 it's not that. It's not that at all. And unfortunately, I got family members who believe the media hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. Now, luckily, my family doesn't, but I know some of the friends in my family do. You know, they're the avid CNN watchers, and my mom's still friends with them, but it's like, dude, how do you put up with it? It's like, well, we just don't talk about politics or anything like that. They go over, have a cup of coffee, smoke a couple cigarettes, talk about the old days, whatever. You know, anything but what's currently going on. And when she does try and bring it up, that's when my mom's like, well, you know what? I got to go home. So,
Yeah. It's been nice. Take care now. Bye bye then.
mm-hmm.
Now, armed date more like Rochambeau.
Yep. Well,
Remember that, Ron?
oh, yeah.
I Rochambeau you. No. Rochambeau is a kick you in the nuts. Yeah, no. I don't want to get kicked in the nuts, but I'd rather deal with that than dealing with politics, especially from somebody who's drank deep of the Kool-Aid well.
Yeah. No doubt the Kool-Aid. Jim Jones juice.
Yeah.
Which was messed up because if you don't know the story about the Jim Jones juice, which I'm guessing most of you probably do, but the ones that didn't want to drink it, they just shot in the head.
Yeah. Yeah, those are the ones that were shot first and said those were the non-believers that were here to kill us. And that's what Jim Jones was saying. And sure enough, he had all his followers. They gave the Kool-Aid to the children first, then the parents. He had the parents give their own children the Kool-Aid.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, shipwreck. I agree. You know, and that right there is part of the problem. We can't expect it. We can't expect to make it through this by playing fairly. They're hitting below the belt, so the gloves are off now. And he is absolutely right
Yeah.
because the only way that you win a fight or a war is by fighting dirtier than the other person.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's hard for a lot of us because you know most of us have morals.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, you know, I can't do that. Well, we're going to have to get our brains prepared to go there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Remember, it's not a war crime if it's the first time.
It's not a war crime if you win the war.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Sorry, man. I'm just.
No, that's all right. I'm wondering if Moose Man's going to come up here.
No, he mentioned in the chat he's got a major storm blowing through, and it's creating havoc with his internet. So,
okay.
Yeah, I get that.
It happens.
Yeah. Yeah, Veldor, you mean get more dirty?
Unfortunately, yeah.
And right now, this is not the platform to kind of go into specifics, like what we're talking about, because we can't talk about anything illegal, unlawful, dangerous.
No, yeah, and no promoting violence or anything of that sort. You know, and like I said, none of us are doctors or anything like that. Well, I'm a nurse, but that's it.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to wait them out. Moose Man, you're right.
Yeah, Moose Man, yeah. And that's what a lot of us I think are trying to do. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to wait them out. Like I said, peacefully resisting. Yeah. I'm not going to, you know, like I said, you know, by selling things like these and people coming over and donating and stuff like that, you know, I mean, I don't need a whole lot of money to keep my household up. And it's like Yeah, I'm not gonna wear a mask. I'm not gonna get the jab.
The hokey pokey. So, but yeah, it's folks out there listening or watching. It's we're into a waiting game. It's what's the what's called the Mexican standoff.
Yeah,
Yeah,
kind of, sort of,
yeah.
because
We're in a full blown Mexican standoff right now. I
just
mean,
about.
you have one that's itching for a fight, but they're how they operate is they got to be the victim. But if they
Mhm.
do the total outrageous, they would get totally annihilated, and then they can say, "Oh, we're the victim." No, you're not the victim. You started this mess, and we ended it, plain and
Yeah.
simple. So they can't play that victim card if they fully initiate it. So
Well, that's kind of like how the cops roll down here. Is like when they were doing all those protests back in 2020.
yeah,
Uh, our cops were out there, and if anybody got out of line, if they tried to burn anything down, um, they would put them down. And the reason they did that is because they knew that, well, like I said, we've been constitutional carry for over a decade now.
yeah,
So we would, instead of filling up body bags, they could use less lethal to put down the violence. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Because if
So,
if if we the citizens had to do it, it would not go quite as well.
right. So basically, the your local police departments kind of basically prevented body bags from being filled.
Pretty much.
Yeah, and I get that. And what few patriots there are in my area, they were ready, just like, please,
Yep.
please, you idiots, bring
Start
it.
something. Please
Yeah,
start it.
but no, they stay in their own little their own controlled territories, and where they have local politicians backing them. Look at
Yeah.
Seattle,
Yep.
Chicago, New York. You know, every true leftist controlled area, they burnt their own cities down. And actually, there was, oh God, I wish I would have saved it. There was a woman that was on the Alex Jones show. She pointed out all the stuff that was like in Minneapolis, the places that were burned to the ground, huge swaths of area. These were areas that were kind of slated to be torn down, if you will, and the banks or financial people can come in, swoop in, buy it up for pennies on the dollar, and turn those areas into, like, say, multi-million dollar real estate deals. You know,
That's kind of what that's kind of what I thought they were gonna try and do here. Um, until, like I said, they started, like my next door neighbor just renovated their plot because we have houses just to the north of us, and I thought that's what they wanted to do here is just like put more of a housing type area, but apparently no, they just want to make it a nice community. So I
yeah,
mean, I'll stay friendly. I like I said, I don't rock the boat, and so far it's been okay. So
yeah. If they come knocking on your door and say, "Hey, look, I know that I correct me if I'm wrong. Just kind of, I just tell them, hey, I want to level with you guys. Is this what you guys want to do? If so, and if it benefits you, just say, okay, I'm on board with that. But the minute you start cracking down on me, giving me outrageous fines, then we got a problem.
mm,
Over there in that back corner, there's your problem children, and you see us. We're not the problem.
yeah,
It's you guys start working on that instead of giving us a hard time. In my neck of the woods, it's more or less they'll try and chase out the people who take care of their stuff so they can bring in Section 8, you know?
I don't know. I don't know if we've even got Section 8. I know we've got Section 8 out here. I just don't think it's in
And
my area.
yeah, yeah. Well, if you guys in your neighborhood, literal neighborhood, you have to purchase the trailer, right? Or at
Mm,
least rent. Is it purchase
at
or
least
rent?
rent. Yeah.
Okay, you rent your spot, But do you have to purchase the trailer or do you rent the trailer?
Um, they work both ways.
Oh,
If you would like decide to move out, the park will take over the trailer, and I'm that's what I'm wondering about next door. I'll have to talk to somebody, but it's like my mom and I moved here 38 years ago,
okay.
give or take, and like we were one of the first 50 lots in this
Oh,
place.
wow.
So like we've been here before this place was all built up. Before we had, I mean, they always had a pool and a spa and clubhouse and stuff like that, but now it's a totally different environment, and now it's I don't know, it's not that bad. I mean, we got good people around here. A lot of people still fly their American flags, so and just the area surrounding us. I mean, a lot of them are retired Marines and military. So it's like they'll have their American flag and then the Marine flag right below it, and it's like, I feel like if I needed to, I could just go knock on their door and say, "Hey, look, it's time to go." Because a lot of these people are still young enough, and I'm sure that they're probably watching the same crap that we are happening around the world and in our nation. And the Marines, the military are just as they're even more disgusted than most citizens. You know what I mean? Because they actually fought for this freedom. You know what I mean? A lot of them
Hmm.
have lost limbs and bled.
Yeah. And Bug Out, he can attest to some of the shit that modern day vets went through and are still going through.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I got Lodge brothers who uh, that came back with PTSD after two tours. One of them, he was in the Marines Rockets. Um, I forget what his actual MOS was, but he told me what his MOS was, and I go, okay, time out. Somebody who explained that to me like I'm a 5-year-old, and he says, oh, it's like those big rockets that you saw in the Humvees. I go, oh, okay, yeah. He was in a IED blast and lost hearing, total hearing in one ear, partial hearing in the other, bad
Huh?
PTSD. Yeah,
Huh?
yeah. So he was medically discharged, um, and um, with PTSD, and you know, and he's in his mid 20s. Yeah, armed ape military is being purged.
Yep. Disgusting.
So yeah, and the people that's going in now are all leftists, and
That want
I
their Yeah, they want to get their transgender surgery. Yep.
yeah, all that money wasted for surgery, and they end up killing themselves after 4 or 5 years because of the depression. Just like, yeah, no, just just live with it. Be happy with yourself as is.
See your father-in-law is a drunken vet. Now he's homeless. And see, that's disgusting to me because it's like, why do they need to be homeless when we have hundreds of thousands of these illegals coming across the border? They get housing, they get government payouts and stuff like that. But yet the people that actually served the country get treated like dirt. Uh, that one still pisses me off. But
Yeah, but they're willing to put people who cross the border illegally and put them in 4-star hotels. But we got vets that are living on the streets. A lot of them need psychiatric help, even going all the way back to Vietnam.
hmm
You know, um, it's sad. I mean, I think we're the only country that allows that to happen. I mean, even the Soviet Union didn't let that happen. I mean, now after the fall of the Soviet Union, you have all these guys, veterans from World War II. Uh, they got their medals. They wear them proud. and their crew is getting smaller and smaller. I saw a picture in one chat board. I think it was 4chan's weapons board K. Um, it in a victory, they call it victory parade in Moscow, and he's carrying an old man, walking with a cane with a bouquet of flowers, and he's just like crying, like he's the only one left.
Mm-hmm.
But at least he still had a place to call home, a roof over his head. What do we do for our vets? Nothing. Pat him on the head. Thank you. Hit the
Yep.
road.
Thank you for your service. Here's a medal.
Yeah. Here's
Which
some.
you like even if you went to pawn it, you might get what, $20.
If that. I mean, yeah, the medical care that vets received is very subpar. Worse, in my opinion, it's worse than some third world shithole. So, what did Bug Out say? Yeah.
Yeah, if you just don't give a crap, then
No, Bug Out Bushido. Many of my friends have committed suicide. I blame VA over medication personally. Yeah, instead of getting, because this is a topic that I brought up in class. We were talking about antipsychotic medications, and I think since Korea, it was Korea onward that guys from the front were coming home via airplane, and there was no time to decompress, talk to other vets about their experiences. And like in World War II, granted, it was a different mentality. You're a man, tough it out. And but at the same time, from Europe to the United States, it was what, a 3-week journey, or at least a week journey. You had that time to talk to your battle buddies, to decompress, to go through your head and just unscramble the horrors that you had to commit for your country. And um, you never had the World War II vets going through the stuff that Korean vets through now, especially now, have been going through.
I like that line that Clint Eastwood said in Gran Torino when they were talking. It's like, what? Why are you? It wasn't the orders that you had to follow. It was the orders that you didn't follow or didn't have to. It wasn't the orders that were given. It's the orders that weren't given that you followed. There's God. I can't. I wish I could remember it better. I always mess that stuff up. But you know what I mean. It's like, that's what really messes with your mind. It's not just obeying orders. It's the orders that you weren't given. But what's up, Navy vet? Good to see you, brother.
Mm-hmm. How you doing, brother?
Well, we have been on for almost 2 hours. We got about 10 minutes.
Okay.
Yeah, I had a good time. I think everybody in the chat, did you have a good time? Try not to leave you out too much.
Yeah,
I'm not one of those channels that is like, I just come in here with like my own monologue and that's it, and screw everybody else. I'm not like that. Because my channel wouldn't be anything without you great folks in the chat. So
yeah, with me. I'm just kind of fried right now. That's the end of the day for me. I should be hitting that sack pretty soon. Clinical startup.
Probably probably about 8:20 though.
Yep. Almost exactly. But yeah, right about now, with the way the algorithms are,
Tough, Doc.
It's not like the old days, man, where you can just talk whatever you want to talk about, and
play music, do whatever.
Yeah. I'm
No.
just waiting for Rumble to do the live streaming for free.
Yeah. Yeah. Right
Yeah,
now, what they want, like $25 or something like that, I think.
$25 a month. Yeah, but then again, if you have like 2 or 3 people to chop up in donations, $25. There you go. Cost of the live stream. So, and Rumble, as long as we'll see, Security Guy 42, he got nixed off of Rumble. They didn't care too much for his historical videos.
Really?
Yeah, um, he
Wow.
kind of.
So you're saying even Rumble is censoring?
They're Canadian, so they follow a different set of rules. If it's like anything like explosive ordinances, like grenades or landmines or IEDs, yeah, they frown on that. But if you're just talking random shit, yeah, you can say the most disgusting things. Yeah, they'll let it fly. But if it's like how to do certain things or how certain things were done, uh, yeah, they kind of frown on that.
Oh well, what can you do? I mean, like I said, pretty much anywhere you go, you're gonna get that. But then again, even if you're on like Rumble, that doesn't guarantee that the NSA isn't watching you.
Oh,
They are.
yeah. I mean, hell,
Any
dude.
any any communication that we make is being recorded somewhere in a huge data file.
Mm-hmm.
Just being waiting to be pulled up. To come
Oh
after
yeah.
you and me and everybody in this chat. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Bug Out writes, what about a group running a Rumble channel? Could have multiple owners of a channel going 24/7. That's a good idea, but somebody's got to have the funds to do that because I think with the Rumble, it's not unlimited live streaming. I think it's kind of like how StreamYard is. They give you so many minutes a month, then they want you to pay more.
I don't know
But then
when I.
again, Rumble is so new. Who knows? They may eventually. The whole live streaming, I think, didn't on YouTube didn't happen until after Google bought them, and that's when they had the money to have the encoders, the software as well as the hardware, especially the hardware and bandwidth. That
Mhm,
alone's like billions of dollars alone.
I'm sure.
So, yeah, um, yeah. Without Google buying YouTube, we would never have had the live streams like we do now, or as prevalent as they are now. But back then, you could say whatever you wanted on YouTube. I'm still getting dinged for videos I uploaded like 13, 14 years ago.
Crazy.
So, yeah, I mean, they will find a way to get rid of your channel so that there's no outlier channels other than the main narrative.
Yeah. Which
I mean,
which that changes on a daily basis. So,
oh yeah,
anyways, yeah, let's go ahead and we're gonna wrap this one up. I'm gonna go catch a nap, and then if y'all haven't subscribed to my Dangerous Freedom After Dark, um,
somebody
if one
dropped that link.
if one of my mods would please put that in the chat for my Dangerous Freedom After Dark, I will be on probably around, I don't know, about 5 hours from now, give or take, and we'll keep going from there. And on that channel, like I said, we can be a little bit more open about what we talk about. Um, so,
Yeah.
all right, everybody. Y'all have a great night. Ron Striker, you got anything to say before I close this down?
I should be using this as my tagline, but I'm really not. Prep like your life depends on it because it does.
There you go.
Seriously. Yeah. Whenever I always close out my videos, I say, Take care, everyone, and God bless.
Yep.
But no, right now for this, prep like your life depends on it, because it does.
Yeah, shipwreck. I don't know if I'm gonna make that. Like I said, I've got to get some rest. I've been up since like 6 o'clock this morning. So, if I'm gonna do another after dark, I've got to get some rest. So, anyways, I will catch you all on the flip side, and stay safe, stay prepared.